Welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. It's sunny today. It's sunny, windy. Yesterday was very windy. Over in Europe, they're having a bit of a heat wave at the moment. We're getting temperatures in the high 30s and even 40s in Greece. Apparently, they've shut down the Acropolis, so tourists don't go up there and collapse. Anyway, it's time for a few short reviews. It's mid-July, 2 weeks of the latest month gone quick. It's been there was a whole host of releases on Friday. Haven't had a chance to go through them all, but gone for a couple, and there's been a host of releases from the last 2 weeks and a couple left over from late June as well. I'm just going to mention them quickly. I'm not going to waste too much time. First one is Mortician, 40 Years of Metal. Don't know too much about that band, but I have heard them before. They're sort of like a traditional heavy metal band from Austria, probably one of Austria's first bands. I mean, there's a death metal band, brutal death metal band called Mortician as well, obviously. Oh, my hat's gone. Oh, man. That's on camera. That's staying in the video. That is staying in the video. That's how windy it is. Oh, that's just staying in the video. That's a blooper that stays in the video. Anyway, Mortician is heavy traditional metal. It's good. It's like a tribute to themselves, if you like. They're like a traditional heavy metal band, but they got sort of like a gang shout out hardcore flavour, which is a little bit odd. It was okay, 7 out of 10. Next one is Nita Strauss, The Call of the Void. I was looking forward to this one because I like the singles. The album is good, it's a little bit long. Not a huge fan of the instrumentals. I mean, they're okay, they're nice, her playing is good. The songs with vocals are good. Overall, I'm slightly disappointed in the album. I still give it a 7.5 out of 10, but I don't know, I was expecting more. I don't know why, but I was just expecting more. It's still good though. Next one is Bloodbound, Tales from the North. It's power metal. Needs no introduction for this channel. It's very enjoyable. I mean, it's power metal. It's Bloodbound doing what they do in their sleep, you know. They know how to do this kind of stuff by now after all these years. They're not gonna change much. They're not gonna really break the mold. They're not gonna, do something. Oh, the wind. They're not gonna do something that crazy. But it's a good album, it's Bloodbound. Obviously, I love it. It's an 8. Well, I was gonna say 8.5, but it gets an 8 out of 10. Look at this wind. I might have to take my hat off. You're gonna have to see my bald head because the wind's gonna blast me to smithereens. This video's just a disaster, but I don't care anymore. I just don't care. Right, next one is Raven, All Hell's Breaking Loose, released I think towards the end of June. I wasn't actually going to try this, but I tried it and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, great riffs. Not a huge fan of the singer's voice. John Gallagher, I think his name is. It's an old-time band doing sort of quite a modern take on thrashy heavy metal. Great riffs. Gets a solid 8 out of 10 from me. Next one is The Raven Age. After The Raven, I planned those two together so that I would talk about those two together. So you got Raven, old school heavy metal with a modern twist, obviously. And then you got The Raven Age, new school heavy metal. Blood Omen. I actually saw them supporting Maiden on the second night. They were really good. I've seen them before supporting Maiden. you know, because the band is obviously led by Steve Harris's son, so a little bit of nepotism there, getting his son's band to be on stage with them. But the album is really good. It's sort of modern, yeah, it's modern. It's not got any sort of classic old school styles to it. Not really. Some of the solos are old school, but everything about it is modern. It's not like modern screamy like that, which would put me right off. It sort of stays melodic, which I really do quite like. The album is good. Gets a solid 8 out of 10 from me. Look at this win. What a video this is. Next one is All for Metal Legends. I love this. Pure and simple, love this. It's killer. Melodic, catchy, heavy metal, anthemic, slightly sort of Viking-y, folky, if you like. Dual style of vocal, female and male. I just really loved it. The songs are really good. It's all about the songs. If the songs are good, then I enjoy it. Next one is Withering Scorn, Prophets of Demise. Withering Scorn is a project from the Drover brothers, ex-Megadeth, and Henning Bass, German power metal singer. This is good. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I don't know, maybe it needs some more plays, but I just found it a little bit underwhelming song-wise. Like, maybe it needs more plays. Instrumentally, it's very good. It's well produced, well played, heavily sung with nice, powerful vocals from Henning Bass. But the songs are good, but just not catchy enough, I guess, is what I want to say, for me to really get on board with it. But I still gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Next one is Cavalera, Bestial Devastation and Morbid Visions, re-recorded albums, just released on Friday. Got a couple of listens through to that. That's really good. Look, I'm going to say something sacrilegious for some, but the early Sepultura is way too raw for me. Some people like that, you know, the cultist, the elitist, or whatever. I'm not into that. I like my music to sound good and clean and nice and crunchy. And this version of the old albums really brings the songs to life. I mean, I don't even know the songs, so these are like new albums to me. I have no clue about those albums. I might have heard them once, many years ago, and not in full either, so they mean absolutely jack to me. But these new versions are good, crisp, fast, heavy, echoey vocals from Max, some good catchy riffs in between, some good breakdowns, like when they slow down and they go into this little like headbangy riffs. I mean, it does sort of make me want to go and listen to the originals to see how they've improved, but then I thought, nah, I'm gonna stick with this lot. This is better for me, so I really like it. Solid effort, 8 out of 10. Two more albums to speak of. Virgin Steel, The Passion of Dionysus, was released on 30th June, so I never got round to it. Massive fan of Virgin Steel, the classic era. What can I say about this album? It's disappointing. It really is. I mean, David DeFay, I think the guy's a bit of a genius, to be honest, but I don't know, he's just lost his way. Look at this wind. You're going to hear a lot of wind sounds on this video. A lot of wind sounds. Anyway, David, I don't know, he just doesn't want to write songs like in the old days. I don't know. The drum machine is horrible sounding. The guitars sometimes sound okay. His voice, actually, I'll tell you something about his voice. he's actually sounding a little bit better than he did on the last album and the last couple of albums. He's singing with a little bit more passion, a little bit more fire, so I give him that. But the songs are just too meandering, and he's got that cheap keyboard sound. I don't mind the piano sound, but he's got this sort of like cheap sounding keyboard. It's just off-putting. The songs are just going on and meandering on. There's some good riffs in there. I mean, I'm not trying to be completely a negative downer on it, but this album is disappointing for a long-term VS fan. It is disappointing. I mean, I'll give it around a 5 out of 10. I've seen worse reviews than mine. I've seen people give it worse than mine. And I've seen a couple of people give it 6 and 7 out of 10, which is possibly okay, but for them, but not for me. I can't even give it a 7. See that wind? So it's just a 5 from me for Virgin Steel. And the final album I'm going to talk about is Evil the Unknown. Evil UK thrash metal. I just listened to it twice yesterday. Man, is this disappointing. What the hell's going on here? I think the first 4 songs are all dirgy, slow songs. What is all that about? A thrash metal album with 4 slow songs to start off the album, and not good ones either. I don't mind slow songs, I mean, but these are like boring. Jeez, just slow, boring. His vocals sound a little awkward. I mean, he's trying to sing, but they're trying to recreate a little bit of the Black Album without anywhere near the quality of songwriting, which is a big fail. I mean, there's 2 or 3 good thrashy songs in the middle. Sleepless Eyes, I think it was, and one other one. It feels a little bit forced when in amongst that you've got all the slow, dirgy songs, which are just, oh my god. I mean, I got nothing from them. I got absolutely nothing from them. I can't imagine myself listening to those songs again, and I won't. I mean, the production sounds good on the Evil album, don't get me wrong. I like the sound a lot. You know, it's got quality to it, but these type of songs are just not me, man. I mean, I like the Black Album, but this is nowhere near that quality. I mean, it's just nowhere near that quality. They need better songwriting for it to be considered anywhere near that, in my opinion, anyway. That's it. The rating for that, I mean, I've written down 5 out of 10 on my sheet, which is disappointing, but I know some people might give it 6 or a 7, but compared to the last album, which was a huge comeback, very aggressive, I don't know, they've changed tack completely. I don't know, it didn't work for me. Anyway, that's the end of this mad, crazy, windy video. Alright, laters.